Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome to Hot Takes, Two Mics.
Yep. Welcome back. It's been a couple of weeks since
Well,
I've been on.
Yeah, it's been more than a couple of weeks, but we made all those episodes and then life.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I went to Kenya, proposed. That went well. Then your life fell apart
Oh, thank you.
when I came back.
Yes, I would. Let's put it lightly. My life had some hills and some valleys, and we are now on the other side. Hopefully, only good things are coming, and everything's good now. But definitely happy to have some time to get back on the podcast and get back into the swing of things.
Yeah. How do you like a gift?
How my gift?
Yeah. How do you like a gift?
Which one?
That.
Yeah.
The wine is for to taste during the episode. That's why I got it.
Yeah, he didn't know I was sober right now.
I
just
know.
to focus on better.
I'm driving over here, and she goes, "Oh, by the way," I'm like, "Yeah, I brought wine. I'm being sober." You gotta fuck.
I'm trying since I've had some struggles in life, not with alcoholism or anything. I just am focusing on my health and controlling the good things in my life, right? Working out, doing that, and just and honestly, now when I have one glass of alcohol, 2 glasses of wine will knock me on my ass, and I'll feel like such shit the next day. It's not even worth it.
This coming from the girl that made the. What'd you make me for my 25th birthday?
Oh my gosh!
That got so many people so blasted.
Oh, it's called Hunch Punch. It's just you get those Gatorade coolers, and you just fill it with a bunch of...
We still have the Gatorade cooler. We've never used it since, but we still have it.
Bought it brand new for the party and got one good use, and you know what?
Never used again.
You never know. I mean, one of the nieces or nephews might start playing soccer or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, but Hunch Punch, it's just a bunch of different liquors and a bunch of different juices, and you all drink it, and you put Everclear in it, and it's a really good time unless you unless you don't like getting wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't like getting wasted with
It's a step beyond wasted. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's blackout, which again,
This
is years ago. Everybody, this is early college days. Really was it your 21st birthday? No, it was your 23rd.
Either 23rd or 25th.
No, it wasn't your 25th. I think it was your 20. No, I was 21. No, I don't know.
It was so long ago.
I
still have
I
pictures.
was young. Yeah.
I still have pictures.
Yeah, we threw him a good party. It was a good time, to say the least. Lots of people came and celebrated. We had lots of drinks and shots and beers and everything.
Oh, did you hear the last episode I did with
I was not aware that you were posting it. You said that you were going to be posting and you're waiting for them, and then never followed up about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it, and she was unhinged.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
She's a strong character. She is so sweet and so kind, but I can definitely see her going toe to toe with you because my dog is about to start barking at us. But she has the charisma in her to definitely go toe to toe with you, who you are equally willing to go to toe to toe with anybody about politics. So good for her for going toe to toe to you, because I feel like everybody has their own opinion and everybody's entitled to that. So, and I can imagine you guys have differences of opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very much so.
And I want everybody in the audience, I guess it's not an audience, to know they are the best of friends. They like really like each other and whatnot. So it's like a friendly fade. Jacob is very good. Beep. Sorry, take the name out. Is really good. It's really good about being friends with people from all walks of life, no matter what their opinions are. Like, he's very respectful of, like, I feel this way, you feel this way. And he's willing to talk to anybody about it. Argue, yes, as well. But, like, yeah. Hopefully you still have a friend after that.
No, we went to Gatorland afterwards.
Oh, nice. How was that?
It was fun.
Gatorland's a good time.
Yeah. Like, it was like... I took a very, like, Democrat person to, like, Gatorland. Like, I took a New Yorker to Gatorland.
Gatorland is not just like Republican Central. What are you
No,
talking
it is.
about?
It is redneck
They're
central.
gonna literally.
No,
they're
it's
gonna,
redneck.
Like, come after you.
No, it's redneck central, because they play it so well. Like one of the rides that you can do, they literally have it like a New York real estate mogul came in, bought some land, and was trying to undercut Gatorland. Like, this is like the story of the ride.
Okay.
And so you got a bunch of hillbillies all like, yeah, no, we're not gonna go down this boring road. We're gonna go down like the crazy one. And then at the end, the mogul gets arrested for, like, I don't know, I forget what it was, but it was just like funny, like redneck tomfoolery.
I like Gatorland. I go there with my siblings. I mean, not like often, but like maybe once every couple of years.
Yeah, it's fun. Did you go on the one in the back
with the big wheels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, to answer your question, I love my gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like craftsmanship, and you and I have both personally taken a leather class together. You can smell it. It smells.
Yeah, it's they make it in the market.
Oh, really?
Like literally, like right there. There's people making like the tourist gifts and all that stuff, or like just nice things. Like here's shoes. Here's the shoemaker. Like, it's that close.
That's cool.
So.
Yeah.
And it's really, like, high quality. It has, like, magnets, zippers, inline. Like, it's all, like, nice, high quality, and for, like, dirt cheap.
Yeah, well.
Compared, like, to, like, what's in America.
Yeah, if you were to buy this in America, it'd be lots, mucho dollars.
It's all, like, it's all relative. Because, like... You have to think, like, they don't make as much as we do, so nothing there is too much more expensive.
Well, our country is riddled with inflation.
Well, a lot of that's probably going to be going down now because of Doge and RFK and all that stuff.
I hope. Let's hope.
Oh man,
I'm not talking politics, mostly because I'm not smart enough to be aware of what's going on.
Kash Patel is in the FBI. We're going to get the fucking reports on all the fucking assassinations on the president. It's going to be amazing.
You want to know what I want to talk about?
What?
Dolphins being the aliens.
Oh, they're like rapists too.
Well, okay.
Oh, there's been like multiple like reports of dolphins raping one another to death.
Yeah, I've also heard about that. Yeah.
Like, did you ever hear about like the dolphin like acid experiment that the CIA did?
No.
To communicate with dolphins, they took like a lady and like put her in a house with a dolphin.
Like a dolphin tank?
I'm not 100%. It was just.
I would do
both of them in the
acid.
same house.
Okay, well, let's hope the dolphins take. We want equal playing field. I want to be on the land, and I want the dolphin to be in the water, and I want to talk. I don't
I'm
want to
not-
be in the water with the dolphin because I've heard they can get crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't want the dolphin out of water because then I'm going to have a bad experience because I'm going to feel bad.
I don't know exactly how they did it, but I just know that they both took acid together.
Dolphin took acid.
The dolphin and the lady took acid.
Did the dolphin have consent? Or did somebody just give the dolphin acid?
Someone just gave the woman gave the dolphin acid.
Well, I feel
So they were
like-
both tripping, and like one point, the dolphin kept showing the lady his penis, and then the lady had to rub one out for the dolphin.
What?
Yeah, this is 100% real.
This sounds like a corny like little show that was put on in like the 70s or 80s, and it was before cancel culture.
No, this is 100% real. This is like when like the CIA was experimenting with like MK Ultra and all that stuff. Do you, like
What is MK Ultra?
it's from what we can gather, because they destroyed a lot of the document, we just have like the financial reports of MK Ultra, and they spent a shitload of money on this. But what we can gather, it was for like mind control type things. And you want to know who was part of MK Ultra?
Who?
The Unabomber.
Really?
Yeah, Ted Kaczynski was one of these test subjects of the MK Ultra.
Do you think, well, because we don't know anything about MK Ultra, I wonder if there's any correlation of why he was such a fucking nutcase trying to kill people.
It was a bunch of different reasons. He was like a super environmentalist, and like didn't like when when society encroached on his nature, and like everything he did was like handmade. So that's why they couldn't find him, because all of his bombs were handmade. He had a 22 for homicide was the label on the gun.
Homicide was labeled on the gun?
Yeah, like he wrote
From him?
Yeah.
Or from, okay.
No, it was in his journal saying "gun for homicide." It was
You're gonna hate this, but that is the TISM.
No, yeah, he was 100% on the spectrum.
What is the gun for? He has to categorize the gun. The gun equals homicide.
But yeah, that's why they couldn't get him for the longest time, because he was so meticulous.
Yet so straightforward.
Yeah, like he was so meticulous that, and he kept like screwing with the police, and like kept putting in like things that like had no correlation with him, and like having him going on like huge like random
Spicy.
directions.
That is spicy soup. I'm cooking soup and it is spicy. Jesus. The Unabomber. Well, I actually don't. For whatever reason, don't even know what the Unabomber did right now. I'm thinking of this.
He bombed he tried to bomb planes and universities. Because a lot of it was like
Which ones did he bomb?
both. He tried to do both, but like a lot of his plane ones didn't quite work out because of.
Why is my brain not working? Let me Google what the Unabomber is. How do you spell Una? Never mind.
You're asking a dyslexic person how to. Wait, you're asking a dyslexic person that's trying to write a book how to spell. That's complete.
He was a mathematics protege,
Yeah, he was.
but abandoned his academic career in 1969 to pursue a reclusive, primitive lifestyle. Oh my god, that soup is so spicy. It's just like sitting in the back of my throat. You're gonna have to edit this out. I put a jalapeno in there, and man,
Did you like cut it open?
yeah, I chopped it up.
Oh yeah, because like the spicy part of the jalapeno is the seeds, right?
Yeah, so the seeds aren't in there, but I also put
And
I
like the
made-
white
Yeah.
the white membrane is the spicy part too.
I put a little bit of, I wanted it spicy, but that just was lingering in the back of my throat. Put a little bit of chili flakes. I put a chopped up jalapeno, and then I made makeshift meatballs. Like I didn't actually make them. I just scooped them into a spoon, sort of, and just dropped the meat in there to simmer. And it was spicy chicken sausage. So it all came
There's your
together.
fucking problem.
Yeah, it was a lot. I overshot it, I think, a bit. He got his BA from Harvard and his
Yeah.
PhD, and his master's and PhD from the University of Michigan. I actually heard they have a really good math program, though. So, geez.
Yeah. He was wickedly smart. He didn't really get a lot of the social cues though.
I can imagine why.
So
Jarrett came home. You want to say hi?
Hello.
He's not allowed on the podcast anymore because wait, did you publish
no,
that one?
I did not publish that one.
Yeah, that one was-
It might just go into the ether at this point.
That one was chaos.
I'm not allowed on the podcast anymore? This is news to me.
The soup's not ready.
I'm gonna grab some yogurt. I'm really hungry. I just did a 24-hour fast for no reason.
Why?
No reason. And
He wants to lose weight.
well, I guess that's the reason, if there's any. But it actually wasn't that bad. I did, oddly enough,
He's capping. He literally last night was complaining how hungry he was.
well, it was a little bit counterintuitive because the way that I broke the fast was I had an entire chicken tender sub from Publix. It was really good, but I probably just reintroduced all those toxins into my body. So
Give it like 3 more months, and then RFK is gonna get rid of all the toxins in the food.
Hell yeah. I love RFK. I love that guy. Honestly, everybody's
you
like
do-
up in an uproar about him, but I freaking love that guy.
Yeah, and if you actually like watched his like
The real Anthony Fauci. Love that book.
have you actually like watched his like what is it called? Like he just had one, and he like stands in front of everyone to and like explain.
speech?
No, he like goes in front of Congress and explains why he should be
Oh, no.
confirmation hearing.
confirmation hearing. We got
I
those,
did not watch it, but I heard it was not.
like it was like actually quite sad because it like he at the end he's like a lot of these people were my friends, or I thought they were my friends.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is actually quite sad because it's like looking at like a person that just lost like either like 90% or like all of his friends.
Yeah. I
Like-
mean, I read his book, The Real Anthony Fauci. I would highly, highly, highly recommend anybody and everybody who's questioning his stances to read the book, because even though it is about Anthony Fauci, yes.
It's an opener.
But it's yeah, exactly. But there's a lot of conversation topics on there about vaccinations, about cancer, about different things in our society that are poisonous, right? So it's bled into like the food and safety, right? What is he? He's like the head of the FDA now, or what is he?
He's head of the Food and Drug Administration, which is above the FDA.
Okay, so yeah.
Like not the FDA is the Food and Drug Administration. He's part of like he's like the health
Yeah.
something. Like he's
Secretary
above,
of Health.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the
there we
Secretary
go.
of
Okay,
Health.
so my brain's
He's
not
above
working.
he's above the FDA. He can literally
Yes.
just fire everyone in the FDA.
Yeah. So that's what I was looking for, like what his title is. So, but the thing is, the dude is like an avid like advocate, or I'm sorry, I'm not talking correctly. His foundation is like all in environmental
Yeah.
studies. Like he's
And
how am I trying to say this? It's not my
was
words are not funneling out of my mouth.
He was an environmental activist
There we go.
lawyer.
Yes.
And he like sued a bunch of like companies for like screwing over the environment.
I don't know why it was so hard for me to say environmental activists. I really struggled there. I tried to say it like 4 times. It was like, I'm not forming words. So, yeah, so his basis for all of these claims are backed up by like scientific studies
Yeah.
and like real cases. So it's kind of crazy to me that what?
But it's kind of
It's
crazy that what?
It's kind of crazy to me that people are saying like he's going to be killing the children. And it's just like, what are you talking like? But then again, there a lot of fear mongering either which way because everybody thinks big pharma is the only way. Quite honestly, big pharma is what is equally killing us.
Yeah. Like, there's a drug for any which way, and then there's a drug for the side effects of any which way.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think there's a time and a place for big pharma for sure. But
There's always
gonna
experimental research. There's always this. They're always pushing forward, trying to figure out. But there's also like, they can't be liable for like experimental vaccines that were being forced on the American people.
well, what I think is like, if somebody has a super aggressive cancer, do I think they should go on a juice cleanse? No. And I feel like that's what like
Well,
a lot of
it's-
people are thinking that he's pushing, and it's just
No,
not
you should have
true.
the right to try.
Yeah. I mean, that too. I mean, if you have a super aggressive cancer, get the appropriate help.
Yeah, but you can also do like really experimental treatments because
Jarrett keeps giving me the funniest side eyes. He has hot
No.
takes, and he's just judging.
My take is that
He has
we
to.
should all go on the carnivore diet.
I mean, I'm not opposed.
I
but-
say whole 30 diet, where it's all whole foods. That's kind of how
No,
we.
fuck that. You do the carnivore diet and you call it a day. I did it for a week. Changed my life. We
It
do
changed his life so much he's never done it again.
Exactly. I didn't say for the better.
Jarrett and I live together, and overall, we eat primarily like Whole30s, so we only eat whole foods. But that's just because that's how I like to eat. I like proteins, and I genuinely like vegetables. He eats a lot of fruit, but then we'll have some dairies, which is not included. So like we eat a lot of yogurt. I like a good glass of milk. I don't care. I'm sorry. Milk is technically Whole30. I think.
Do you know what's funny with like milk and lactose intolerant people?
You just don't have the gut flora to digest
No,
it?
you don't have to skill it. It's a skill issue. If you drink enough milk, your body starts producing lactic acid.
Well, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
yeah.
Like, so that's the whole thing about gut flora. Is like if you don't ever eat something, your body doesn't have the enzymes to break it down. So if you start eating it, then your body is going to be like, what the hell? And it's going to react poorly until it adapts. That's the thing about the human body. It will cure itself if you allow it. And we're just not super strength humans that heal overnight. And that's why, like, they say that you should eat anywhere from 20 to 40 different vegetables each month to have an active and healthy gut.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's like this whole documentary on Netflix. I'd actually really suggest that you watch it. I'll look it up and send you the name.
Yeah, so.
It's a great documentary.
Yeah, because when I was because when I'm at work, I have like meat.
Wait! I want to back this up.
What?
Jarrett, did you really do a carnivore diet for one week?
Yes.
When?
When I was in law school, my first year of law school, my roommate at the time was
Mind you, this is 5 years ago.
yeah, it's about 5 years ago. But my roommate at the time was a full vegan vegetarian, and
Oh, so you just did it to annoy him?
I didn't do it to annoy him, but he was definitely annoyed. He would bring up all the time how I was just defeating what he was trying to accomplish.
Have you like seen like the comedian saying like, "I know peer pressure doesn't work because eating meat in front of a vegan makes the meat taste better."
I haven't seen that.
Like he goes, so I was never like an alcohol. I never really drank alcohol.
He's snuggling with you.
Yeah. So I was like I never really drank alcohol. Then I hung out with a bunch of alcoholics. Now I drink alcohol. I never really smoked. And then I hang out with a bunch of smokers. Now I smoke. I never really did drugs. Then I did hang out with a lot of drug addicts. Now I do drugs.
That's a big jump.
Wait. Here's the comedic part. I hang out with a lot of vegans. And he's like, and now I know peer pressure is not real. Because having meat in front of a vegan makes it taste better.
Look, I have respect for vegans because I think it's a really, really tough lifestyle. And it's not even a diet. It's a whole lifestyle because the products you use, what you eat. You know what? I tried to be vegan. I was in a relationship with somebody who was a vegan for like 8 years. And so I tried it, but that diet does not resonate with me. I have to eat meat. Like, I am a human being. Like, even if I ate just like a vegetarian doesn't work for me. Pescatarian doesn't work for me. I have to have red meat like 3 or 4 times a week if I want to feel my best. And it's different for everybody. I think the science that I read forever ago, and obviously anybody who's listening to this podcast knows that my brain doesn't work. I semi-know these things, but it takes... my brain's recall is super shitty nowadays.
But just a bunch of people hanging out.
This research that I read a bajillion years ago is that it's like your blood type. So the diet you need to eat correlates with your blood type. What that actually looks like, I don't remember. Like B versus AB positive, blah, 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 blah. I'd have to re-look up the study, but... that's what I've heard, but shout out to the vegans because that shit is hard. You can't even go to a restaurant because most of the time, like, most restaurants just can't support it.
Well, I just want to add real quick. I have no problem with veganism. It's all okay. But I'm just a believer that you put in what you want to put in your body. I put in my body what I want to put in my body. So I don't judge any vegans as long as they don't judge me going on a carnivore diet.
Look at this woke culture. He does not want to get canceled. He's the vegans are gonna go after him.
Well, no,
they would. They're kind of culty. No offense, guys.
I mean, entire offense. I don't care about vegans.
All right. Well, okay.
Because
okay. Jared is super woke. No names. The 2 J's are on the opposite polar ends, and then I'm standing in the middle.
Wait. You think I'm not woke? I'm afraid of the woke. It's a pretty big difference there.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're afraid of them, so you side with them.
Oh, no. No, I do not side with the woke. That's where I'll draw the line. I do not side with the woke.
He's drawing his line.
I don't give a fuck.
Oof.
But actually, like most vegans in America are fake. Because they like have like processed.
See, that's what I don't understand. Okay, this is a hot topic. And this one's gonna get me fired up. You do not want to eat meat and things of that nature because of how it impacts the environment. But you're going to eat Impossible meat, which is ultra
it's beyond processed.
And like. It takes up just as much carbon O2 or whatever the fuck it is, made in factories, have to be shipped everywhere, and you're filling your body with chemicals. I don't understand that. I don't understand that sentiment in any way, shape, or form. Eat seitan, motherfuckers. Like, what the fuck?
I think the founder of Beyond Meat is now in an insane asylum because that's all he ate.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. Have you ever read what is in that? Not a single source of real food.
Like...
It's like all and also like chemicals.
Also like almond milk, like any of those like plant-based milks.
I will not buy almond milk anymore.
No, there's like almost like no actual almonds.
Well, I for a while was drinking almond milk. Like I went on like I'm not drinking milk anymore, and it's just because I used to just drink it so much I was tired of it, and I just genuinely liked the taste of almond milk. And then when I got into my health and fitness, like 5-6 years ago now. I started really looking into that kind of stuff, and almond milk is one of the most toxic things you can be putting in your body if you're wanting whole foods. It has so many different chemicals, and I don't understand that because you can make almond milk by blending almonds and water and just putting it in your Ninja or your Vitamix. Step away for 10 minutes, you come back, you put it through a cheesecloth, and there you go. Put some vanilla extract in it. What is up with the people ruining almond milk? Sorry, I'm getting emotional now. I don't understand that. I don't understand all of this, like, oh, let's be better, and it's like, okay, so let's not eat anything natural, and like, let's completely like fill our bodies with unnatural things because we don't want to be eating what the earth provided. And it's like, the fuck, the earth, the Jesus, the universe didn't provide us with shit to not put it in our bodies. That's like going to a lion and being like, you know what? You're not eating the right diet for you. And the lion would be like, what do you want me to do?
Hey, I know a lot about lions.
All right. The lions were the wrong animals to bring up.
Do you remember our runs in Hawaii?
I
What?
swear to God. So we were in Maui, and we're on this run, and what did he kept asking me? What did you kept saying?
I said, do you think a lion only runs when it's satisfied or something like that?
Oh, yeah, because I was hungry, and we were on a run, and...
No, they run when they're hungry.
Yeah, exactly. That was his point.
Oh. Here's my autistic ass. No, they run when they're hungry. I don't understand what you're trying to get at. And then,
I was trying to get at that it was like midday. We hadn't ate. I was so hungry. And he was like, let's go for a run. No, I'm not going to let you speak for yourself until I speak. And I was like, man, I'm so freaking hungry. And he's like, he wants to go on a run. He wants to work out. So I was like, fine. Mind you, I haven't ran in years because like I have an endocrine disease. Running is not good for my hormones, so I just don't do it. And so anyways, Jarrett's like, let's do it. He convinces me to run a mile at noon in Hawaii, right next to the beach. It was hot as a motherfucker. And he kept saying, do you think the lions run when they're satisfied? And I was like, motherfucker, I'm going to punch you in your head. Get away from me.
I think what I was actually saying was, what would a lion do? What would a lion doesn't care. That was the whole point, was a lion, it runs when it's hungriest. It does all these things when it least wants to. So that's why, what? Why are you looking at me like that?
You have like white stuff all over your mouth and nose.
Oh, that's called yogurt that I just ate. Sorry, I'm a bit of a messy eater. Is it all over? Like, why are you looking at me like that? Like, it's like...
Well, let me see.
Is it in my nostrils?
Is
I
it?
would go look in the mirror.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, anyways, he's patronizing me as I'm starving midday, hadn't eaten at the top of the sun of the day, and he kept saying, oh, what would a lion do? What would a lion do? And I was just like, dude, if you don't back up off me, because I'm not a quitter. I will do it. I will see it through. If I say I'm going to do something, I'll see it through. But man, he was getting on my last nerve. He was getting on my last nerve.
Also, we're not lions.
Exactly.
Maybe we should be. Maybe we should act more like lions.
Or maybe you should feed me in the morning like I'd like. I'm hungry. I'm a hungry girl. I'm one of those people who
stalked
need
by a lion. It's not fun.
Really?
Yeah, when I was in Kenya, yeah.
Really? Let's hear about that.
Um,
I will be finishing.
Honestly, me saying like I got stalked by a lion is much more like exciting what actually happened.
Yeah, what did happen?
So, we went to a walking safari. So it was like a zoo. It was like a zoo, but like more wild.
Are you gonna be eating?
No, I've already eaten
What'd you eat for dinner?
pizza, frozen pizza. I was hungry. I was like, I have to be over there in like a few minutes.
What did the pizza have on it?
Pepperoni.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
But back to the lion.
So there's a lion enclosure. I'm walking over. There's a very like thin and short fence. I just like to walk over there, and I see the lion staring daggers at me. And I'm
Was
like,
it a male or a female?
female.
Lioness.
Yeah. Those are the ones that hunt. So I'm like, I probably shouldn't be here. I walk back over, and the next thing I notice, it's right at the fence. And I went, oh, I really shouldn't be here.
Yeah, and your best.
skedaddle?
Yeah, I skedaddled. I went to the herd, and so it didn't see me as like the weak link anymore.
Saw you as a weak link. That's funny.
It saw me as, hey, that's a new one. And why is it alone?
It's trying to eat you up. So how was Kenya? How was the proposal?
It was nice.
Which, by the way, congratulations. Sorry, I walked in on the podcast and my manners went out the window. Congratulations.
Should I have gotten a third one so you don't have to do that?
I don't know. Destiny, do you like this or no?
I definitely think we should have a third one for, because technically I'm a guest, like a reoccurring guest, but like we should have a third one so we can have third people come and chat with us sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after.
But yeah, the proposal was nice. A few of her friends went and set up live music. We hiked all the way there. She was completely blindsided.
No, she wasn't.
No, she was.
Really?
She had no idea what was going on. Like, I was like, kept like saying, "Oh, we should go hiking. We should go hiking. We should go hiking."
She's probably like, I don't want to hike.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of fun.
And granted, we hiked up a hill. We're from Florida. There's not many hills here. So I'm panting. I'm from like, I'm not used to hiking up hills. But like when it's flat land, I'm like, okay, I can go. Flat, I'm good. Uphill, I'm in pain.
Maybe you should walk on a treadmill when it's like all the way up. What is it called? What is that
Incline?
called? Incline, yeah. See, guys, my brain literally just doesn't work. This doesn't have a good recall for whatever reason in my ripe
But yeah,
age.
I'm
of
going
27.
up and I'm like, oh, I need to take a break. And then there's been a few times where she's like, I need to take a break. So I could just go, oh, okay, get on my back. And then I go up with her on my back.
Oh, well, yeah, that explains it.
That's probably why I'm actually, that's probably why I was actually tired.
Yeah, let me just hike. Let me just hike up a hill.
With another
someone on
human
my
and like a
back.
backpack.
That would be tough.
And
I don't
just-
know who I would do that for.
Yeah, I did it for my fiance.
Yeah, good for you. You're
And-
sweet.
She, granted, the video like shows like one of the videos is me on a knee looking up lovingly, and the first thing that you see is her running away.
What?
But she's running to go jump.
Oh.
So it looks bad the first like second of the video, but then like she's all excited, and then she comes in and hugs me. Like I literally didn't say anything until like she came in and hugged me, and then I asked her to marry me.
Aww.
She was so excited. She didn't even like, because you know those memes of how those videos of women like that got proposed and like how I thought I was going to react and how I actually reacted. Mm-hmm. She did that. She was all insane and then started yelling at the guys because they all kept the secret from her and they all knew, and she didn't know.
You asked her dad, right?
Yeah.
Good.
I asked her dad before the first time I went over there.
That's very sweet. Were they all happy? Did you guys have like a celebration? Because I know it could potentially.
When I went over there, one of her sisters made a hubbub and then she didn't want to deal with the family. Now everything's fine.
Well, that's good.
So,
I mean, everybody's, people. It's kind of normal, to have, unfortunately, like, issues with family. Not even necessarily issues, but, like, things happen. when you're combining families and whatnot, it can be really challenging.
No, it's mainly with her family and her sister trying to be controlling.
That's a bold statement.
Trying to what? Trying to what?
Control.
Oh.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when family, like,
Oh yeah, that's not a bold statement. That was happening.
like, a lot of times family think that they know best for their people, right? And sometimes that's the case, but it's also the case that people deserve to make their own choices.
Yes, but also don't like corner her into a position and have her cry.
Oh well, yeah. Well, I'm not justifying anybody's actions. I don't know what happened. I'm not saying anything of that nature. What I'm saying is, so a lot of times family thinks they know what's best for their family member, and that's usually not the case, right? Like, everybody knows what's best for themselves to a certain extent, of course.
I understand. But there's also like points where you have to realize that you are going over the line.
Oh, for sure, 1,000%.
And I told her like, look, it's either going to be you or me that's going to tell her that she's going over the line. I'm not going to be nice about it.
That is, well, that's something she has to do. That's something she has to do because it's her family. Because if you do that, then it's like.
So you want me to just sit by and not help out my wife when she is clearly in distress?
I think that there is a fine line of like people handling their own family. Like if it's like a physical altercation or something that is just domestic violence, like of course you step in, but like as far as like arguments and emotional fights, like you have to let them handle it because it's their family and their business, even if it has to do with you, because it would be like if somebody, like imagine like mom yelling at you and it's one of those heated ones where you guys are really arguing. Imagine somebody stepping in and saying something to her. It's going to be perceived as disrespect. It's going to be perceived as like X, Y, or Z. And that's when you start, like, because you can talk to your family one way, but if someone else talks to your family that way, that's not good, right? So I think it's like best to like let everybody handle their own family and then like have your person's back. So. And I think that's what you did, so.
Yeah, because I've never talked to the sister.
Yeah, well, that's her prerogative. Like, if she wants to be like that, it's only going to hurt her in the end. And because she's going to isolate her sister, you know? It's going to, like, if she can't approve of what her sister is doing, then, like, that's her being willing to not have a relationship with her sister, a meaningful one, so.
Yeah, I know. It's just hard. Because then she comes to me crying and I just want to fix it.
Of course. Well, of course, that's because you're a good fiance. It's tough and sometimes people just suck.
I do want you to try the wine before I head out.
I'm literally sober.
I want you to try it, just like a little sip.
No, I'm sober, Jacob.
I want you to try a little sip.
No, because it's gonna go to waste. I'd rather open it and like when I'm drinking. Why don't we do it on like not next week? Because I'm not drinking probably until the end of March. It's like a thing that I'm doing.
See what she does to me?
Oh,
she goes,
I think everybody here would side with me.
No,
I'm not drinking.
She goes, I want to set this podcast up. We start off with a drink, and then talk about that drink, and then that's our like starter.
First,
and I bring one over. And I bring one over.
I originally, like years ago, wanted to start a podcast where you like each me and the other person bring a drink and we try the drink, we talk about it, and then we talk about a topic. We recreated that idea, but it's more about like the different topics, but we'll add a drink. We haven't done that except for the first time. So now this time when you said, I have this wine, I told you I was sober. We'll do it not at the. Let's do it at the first week of April, and it's in my fridge. It's not going anywhere.
And she could have told me this, that she's not drinking.
I told you as soon as
This
you
morning.
said them. I told you as soon as you mentioned wine. You haven't brought any. I mean, your Japanese whiskey is still in my freezer.
Oh, you want me to take that home?
No, I mean it's still. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you can if you want. Obviously, I'm not hurting for liquor. As there's literally probably 25 bottles of liquor on my bar right now, and then
Some
it's
are
full.
open, some are not.
Yeah, that's honestly not. I look like someone hoarding liquor bottles. Honestly, I should clean that up. I don't have anywhere to put them.
Use them for cooking.
I'm not.
Use them use the vodka for deglazing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Yeah, honestly, it's not even that I want to get rid of them. I just need a bigger bar cart. Like, I just have, like, probably a 48-inch bar cart, and I have probably 50
bigger.
to 60 bottles of liquor and wine. It's just ridiculous.
So you're just...
Because there's more in it, too. Like, it's full in there. Like, it's craziness.
So...
Crazy town.
You just get a big one to have more of an issue later on?
Yeah, literally. If, like, the world goes to shit, at least I'll be nice and drunk for a while. I mean, good lord. And the thing is, I have a shit ton of liquor in my fridge and in my freezer. I have literally, it's like 4 really nice bottles of champagne because I'm always like, well, you can never not have a bottle of champagne chilled because you never know when you're going to need it. Like, that is, if anybody ever wants a piece of advice from me, always have a nice bottle of chilled champagne. You never know when something fun's happening or someone in your life is like, oh, guess what just happened? This. Oh my God, champagne.
But 3?
That's what I'm saying. It's gotten a little out of control now.
One I can understand.
And
3.
the thing is, like, those are nice bottles too. So I wouldn't just willy-nilly open them to be like, you had a great day at work. Okay, let's open. No, those are
like a raise.
I would open one of those bottles if my significant other got a raise. Just a friend, one of those bottles I would open. Those are nice bottles. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, I don't understand why we even own them. So literally, white people in America, I swear to God.
Oh, did I tell you that I found out it's actually probably either not as expensive or just as expensive as flying to Kenya, that is to buy and sail a ship to Kenya?
That would be scary as shit. That would be so scary to sail across it. Oh, hell no. And then you got the pirates. Pirates are real. Hell no.
They're
That's
only in
crazy.
Somalia, and they're only going to go after the big ones. They're not coming after me. Especially because they know if I'm American. Oh, fuck no.
Somali pirates are going to go after cruise ships?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Cargo ships. Because they get
ships.
they get paid $1 million per ship.
That is I don't think I want you to across the Atlantic. That's a real, I mean, it's better than the Pacific, but that's a gnarly sea.
People do it all the time.
I would be peeing myself. I would not want to do that. I would not want to do that at all. I would not want to do that at all. At all. I don't think I'd want to go on a cruise. I mean, we live in Florida, and a cruise to the Bahamas, to all the little islands around. At least I know if I float around long enough, I'll hit an island. Because, I've been around to probably not all of each and every island, but each territory now. But to sail across the Atlantic and be like, if this goes down, I'm toast. I don't have any luck of running into anything. Fuck
Coming
that.
from the person that went to Hawaii, where there's literally nothing around Hawaii for miles.
I also flew there.
Yeah, your plane could have crashed.
Yeah, and then I'm dead. I'm not getting
You're-
capsized by a big wave or having the pirates come and shoot me. You know what? If I'm going down in the plane, fuck it. You know what? I can drown really quick. And especially after impact,
You do know
I'm probably
drowning's...
dead.
Destiny, drowning is not a quick way to die.
No, what I'm saying is the impact from the plane would knock me out and I'm just done. There's no way that I would survive that impact. And you know what? The plane would just drag me down. And you know what? After because I'd already be hyperventilating, so I wouldn't have a lot of air. So after 32 seconds to a minute, because I cannot hold my breath because I'm deathly scared of drowning, I'd be done. And you know what? I would die unconscious.
It would actually probably be 5 minutes.
I would, physically dying, yes. But am I aware of that? No. Also, I wouldn't survive the impact.
No, you could. If a trained pilot is fine, which is almost all of them, you're gonna land where the plane's gonna be able to get out fine. Especially if it's at altitude, you have time to react and make sure that the plane's gonna be.
Look, all I'm saying is if you are sailing across the Atlantic, who's sailing the boat?
I would be.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even know. I've taken sailing lessons. I like to sail. You have to.
Yeah, I'll take sailing lessons, and I'll make sure that.
You have to take years of sailing lessons. Are you crazy?
No, probably only a month of sailing lessons.
No, that's good. You even know that's a crazy idea.
Okay, do you know how much time they had back in the day when they were sailing on ships with not as much technology as we have now?
Okay, sailing has not changed. Sailing has not changed.
Yeah, do you know how much experience they need to have before they start sailing?
Not a lot, because they would just say, go out there. But guess what? A lot of them died. A lot of them died. A lot of trained sailors have sunken ships.
Yes, and I'm going to learn from their experiences and not sink.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't have anything to say about that. As somebody who knows how to sail, not well, let me put that out there. I would like to take more lessons. I actually was looking at them today.
Yeah, they're only $2,000.
To get certified, yeah. But still, with a certification, to do a trip like that, that's a trip of a lifetime. That is
So if I got a catamaran, would you come with me?
A catamaran?
Yeah.
I'd go out on a catamaran with you in New Smyrna.
Would you
I'm gonna buy one of these days once I
as soon as I'm done with this book, I'll buy a catamaran and sail across the ocean.
No, a catamaran probably wouldn't even make it across the Atlantic Ocean first and foremost. But if you wanted to go out,
no, they do it all the time.
If you wanted to sail to the Bahamas, I'd do that with you.
No, they sell catamarans all over the ocean, all over the place.
Mm.
A desalination is only $4,000.
Are you sure you don't want soup? Okay.
Yeah, desalinization's only $4,000, $200 for food for a month, freeze dried, and I'm good to go. Maybe some MREs just for a quick snack.
You get some sailing lessons in, Leo. Then let's talk about it.
Okay.
Genuinely, that's crazy. You're crazy.
You know what my fiance said?
You're crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a crazy idea.
I showed her a video of a couple that's been doing it for 14 years, going all around the world. And her response was, "White people are so daring and brave."
Yeah. I share her sentiment, and I am a white person. I think we're crazy. And you know what? Hella privileged. The fact that I can even say I have had sailing lessons or have gone to Hawaii, or that we could realistically just buy a catamaran to fuck around on is absurd.
It's 14.
You can actually get some of the smaller ones, the 2-person ones, for $2,000.
Yeah. No, you can get one that you can sail all over the Bahamas for $2,000.
Yeah.
For
but no further than that.
Yeah, it's 32. It's 33 feet long. Several different beds.
It'd probably be old though. 2,000? No. I'm talking about a 2-person one. So those are smaller. You could probably get an older one that is. Well, no. You're talking about. I'm thinking of a sailboat. Yeah. No. Probably.
Yeah, a sailboat for $2,000.
A catamaran, but no beds.
No, not a catamaran, but a sailboat.
You could get an older sailboat with a couple of beds for probably, depending. We could get an old one for probably like $5,000.
No, 2.
I haven't seen any for 2, but
I literally saw
believe
one
you.
like. I have a picture. There's one that was on the ocean because I sent them to my fiance, and granted, it was a 1978, so it probably needs some work inside. And
Yeah, is it beached?
no,
Could be kind of cool. I would sail it with you. I like to sail.
oh, did it like record? Oh, I hope it recorded that.
Okay.
But yeah, no. So
All right.
it was just an idea and like funny. And like honestly, I started thinking of that because she like texted me going, "Hey, how fast do ships go?" And I was like, "Well, they go like 15 to 30 knots for a cargo ship, and for a cruise liner would be 25 to I want to say it was like 25 to 35 knots." I know they go faster. I think it might be like 40 to 50 knots
I don't know.
for cruise ships.
I don't know how fast boats go. I don't know knots. I don't
So-
know nothing about it. One time during one of my sailing lessons, an instructor flipped their small catamaran because they're like during the lessons they had 2. And my instructor wanted to be Captain Save-A-Ho because each catamaran had one
Captain.
instructor and one person taking the lesson. And we were all out there for like hours that day. And it started to rain. It was starting to get really nasty. So we all went in. This instructor flipped the catamaran with their trainee. I guess the trainee did something. He couldn't recover, whatever. I guess this instructor doesn't really know how to swim. I had to jump into an alligator-infested lake when it was thunderstorming, pouring, because my instructor wanted to be Captain Save-A-Ho. And I see that instructor, not mine, the guy who flipped it and would not do anything to better their situation. He's just standing there, like watching the boat and like his instructee,
Captain Save-A-Ho.
like drowned. Literally, I see that motherfucker at yoga. And I'm like, dude, he's always like, oh, thank you so much for, help save my life that one day. I'm like, dude, you're like 7 foot. You could have just stood up. Like, why did I, a freaking, at the time, 105-pound girl, have to help flip a boat over in an alligator-infested water while you just stood there? Not even stood there, just, I don't even know. And he was in the weeds. He wasn't like in the middle of the lake. He's in the weeds where the alligators hide. I was so pissed. And he's always like, oh, thank you so much. I'm like, don't fucking talk to me. Anyways, that was the story from one of my sailing lessons.
So
I'm like a good person, but I'm mad about it.
okay, but if I like decided to get like a small sailing boat and go around like the Bahamas, would you go with me?
Oh, for sure. That for sure. But honestly, it would still be really dependent on the weather because I know some boats with motors that if you get caught, because it's only like 45 minutes not 45 minutes, a little bit longer, but
It's from Miami,
from Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
To the Bahamas. It's not that far, but if you catch it on a rocky day, getting in and out of those ports are a bitch. You can't even do it.
Well, you won't like go into like the ports. You go out until Anchorage.
Yeah.
You go out there and you have a little
I guess
dinghy.
that makes sense. I'm thinking about a motorboat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're just going around the Bahamas and like the Caribbean islands, I don't even think I needed the salinizer. I think I just need like a few days of water.
I mean, I've never planned a trip. Like I said, I've taken lessons. I know how to sail. I mean, generally, I'm not good. I mean, I definitely need more
Honestly?
lessons, but I know what to do.
Yeah, just get.
I have a book somewhere if you want to read it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would love to read how to sail to show that I could.
No, I mean,
I will 100% read that book.
it's a guide.
Oh, it's a guide.
Yeah, because I took sailing lessons, and you have to pass a test to get accredited. I don't know where the book is right now. I'll have to look for it. Because if it's
look
not
for
in
it.
there, it might be in my storage. Yeah, you have to like take a course. It's like, I mean, you don't have to be accredited, but like you would want to be. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when you feel the power of the wind in a boat, it is scary. And I can only imagine if I'm on some tiny little lake that I know I could swim to. Like if I was in the middle of the ocean and some thunderstorm came crackling, oh fuck, that'd be so scary. I'd be like, sails down, we're gonna weather this storm out. Like literally,
that sounds amazing.
It's really scary. I did it on a 2-person catamaran on a lake that is the size of my thumb, and I literally, an instructor flipped a catamaran. I have had first-hand experience of how sailing can go wrong on my little lake. So like, it's the ocean. That's
I'm gonna be on top of the skyscraper during the thunderstorm, going, "Come at ye!"
The one thing you don't do is taunt Mother Nature. I'll tell you what. If there's somebody you should be scared of, it's her.
But yeah, it was literally just a thought, and like she literally called me, like 2:00 her time, 10:00 my time, going, "You're not doing this. You are not doing this. You are not going to buy a boat. I am not coming with you. This is a terrible idea. I am freaking out already."
I mean, it's scary.
But she was like, "What if a shark comes in and bites the boat?" Sharks don't do that.
Whales have been very aggressive with boats lately, though.
Which type of boats and where?
I think it's in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
And it's killer whales.
Yeah.
They're really intelligent.
Yeah, they are very intelligent creatures.
Yeah.
And they have like own little like sex. So like, if you have a problem with killer whale in one area, you're not gonna have the same problem in another area. Because a lot of times it's just like teen whales getting up into mischiefs because they're bored. I'm not kidding. That's like what it is.
Yeah. It's so funny. They're like, I'm angsty. What is in that?
I don't know.
Do that. All right. Well, we're gonna close up shop because my soup's ready and I'm hungry.
Yep, and so we left it off on sailing a ship.
We're gonna follow it up next week to see where Jacob's landing with it. I mean, I'd sail with you for a little bit, like a day. Sail to the Bahamas. Hang out in the Bahamas,
hang
go
out.
back. Good, so that'd probably be like 2-3 days, but like that I'll sign up for. Anything more, you're crazy.
Yeah,
you know what? We better have a lifeboat.
Oh yeah, the dinghy.
Yeah.
Most to all kayaks, not kayaks, sailing ships have dinghies.
Yeah, because it's hard to get. It's one of the most impossible things unless they have a motor to get them into port. Like
Yeah.
I don't even think the best sailors could do that. So. Unless there's a beach. All right.
Alrighty.
Toodaloo.
All right. See you next time.
See you next time.
Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe and like follow us.
Like and subscribe.